Let me get this 4 times a try. What up? I'm Jared. I'm 19, and I never fucking learned how to read. Wow, oh, wow. We're here. Episode 2 of the Realest Podcast. It says it on the banner right behind me. As you could tell, there is also a photo above that. That was from last episode of the Realest Podcast with John Watkins. If you haven't listened to that, make sure to give that a listen. We talk a lot about confidence, silencing, kind of tuning out the haters, a lot of cliff jumping experiences, and just overall a good conversation. It was really good. But here we are, episode 2 of the Realest Podcast. Wow, oh wow. I'm so excited to be back. I really am. I've really had a good go at it, Like episode 1, I was like, yeah, like this is it. We ran through the problem of having no video, which was kind of like, you're going to run through some hiccups here and there. But most importantly, we're back here for episode 2. I got some water with me this time. I don't think I was rocking with water last time, and I think my throat got like super duper dry and super duper sore by the end. So yeah, I made sure episode 2, we got some water with me today. And for all those at home, remember to hit that subscribe button, like this video if you guys are enjoying the Realest Podcast, if you guys are rocking with it. Today, we got a lot of topics. I'm running solo, by the way, for anybody listening to audio. This is a solo episode. This is kind of cool. I get to kind of like talk to myself, but also kind of like explain some things. So yeah, feel free to comment down below. We got a lot of guests lined up. There's a giant truck driving by. It always seems that we have to open this window because it's always so hot in here. Always so hot. I'm always sweating. And speaking of sweating, I'm wearing a black crew neck that I bought from shop.spreadshirt.com/Nationer. This is a brand new drop, the Nationer drop. Really good price. Really good price for a crew neck. Really good quality of fabric. It's great. It's great. So yeah, definitely check it out. I would say this video is sponsored by the Spreadshirt, but it's not. It's sponsored by shop.spreadshirt.com/Nation. That's what it's sponsored by, not anybody else. Hopefully we'll get a sponsor one of these days. I'm going to put my best foot forward for a sponsor today. Well, maybe not today, but soon. But yeah, beyond that, Nation, I hope you guys are having a great day. Obviously, it's a solo podcast, so I'm not really talking with anybody, but my sister, currently, I'm home alone. My sister's at her basketball game as well as my parents. I just finished up a big recording session. It's like 6:15 right now at night, and my day has been long. It's been long. I recorded a really long really long video today. I started at 11, and I just finished like 15 minutes ago, and I got back. I literally was recording a bit of it here. It's a pretty good concept of a video. And I'm really proud of it. Like, it's a very difficult video to make or to record. Maybe not to make. When I say make, I'm also kind of talking about the recording as a whole. It was very hard to record because it involves a lot of like social interaction and just kind of like relying on people, which is kind of like a hit or miss sometimes. And like obviously when you guys are like listening or watching like your favorite YouTubers, like, I mean, they make it look so easy, but like, and I'm in the same boat. Like I still watch like people and I'm just like, how do they do this? But then I realized like this is probably like 8 times that they've had to do this. And that's what it was like today. Like, it was very hard. It was very hard. And a lot of it was just nerves and very nerve-wracking situations and just kind of like, I guess like maybe the side of rejection was kind of like, I guess hard. I don't really know. So yeah, finished up a big 7-hour recording session. It was a ton of fun. And I wish I had a videographer. I think it'd be a lot easier if I had that, as well as like a wireless mic, because it would be a lot easier to do a lot of these things, because the one big kind of like elephant in the room, quote unquote metaphor, is like the camera right in people's face where they're like, ugh. So luckily, like there's areas that there are younger people, like more like my age, and there's not like 40-year-olds, and there's not like I guess the elderly kind of don't really care all the time, but you kind of get like a big kind of disparity between like people who like elderlies, that is, that want to be on camera, and then elderlies that don't want to be on camera. So it's like, so it just kind of like irks me sometimes. I don't know. I love old people. They're really cool. Imagine like me, like being 80. That's the thing. That's the thing that always drives me is like my legacy is like, if I am doing stuff now that like I will look back on in 60 years, I'm just like, damn, like I did that, I did that. And so that's like the biggest thing. And I watched this bucket list video from Dude Perfect. Shout out Dude Perfect. If you don't know who they are, they're a trick shot channel, and they have kind of a few different series. They have bucket lists, they have stereotypes, which is kind of like different than their normal trick shots, but one of the recent videos, one of the twins, I think this was Kobe, he had said, I would rather take 5 seconds of fear over a lifetime of regret. Or like it was like an either or, and he's like, if it was 5 seconds of fear or a lifetime of regret, I'm taking the 5 seconds of fear. And that's kind of like the same thing. I try to keep that in the back of my head today as I was recording. It's kind of hard because it's only me, like if somebody like starts attacking me, like what am I going to do? I'm like 150 pounds. You could blow me over with the wind. So it's like, I can obviously defend myself if things go wrong, which, I'm never in the mindset that it's going to go wrong, but I have a mindset that it might not go well. So, yeah, like I'm still kind of, still trying to get my bearings, trying to get a good foundation, and last episode with John, we were kind of talking about that confidence and not really caring what other people think. And to a point that is true, and I think both of me and John practice that pretty well. But then it's like, what about the people that we don't know? Or like one of these things was like do a dance in public. Like there's so many things that would be so unique, like I thought about this is a little insight of like me going to the food court in the Valley Mall and just getting on a table and dancing. But it's like, oh my gosh, like I don't think I could do that. It's like, oh my gosh, like I would be the guy to do that if it were the right setting, if I had some people around me, but like it's just me, so that's where it got really difficult. So yeah, speaking of 80 years old, I said 60 years from now, I'm 20 today. Not as of recording this video. So I still have one more day, less than like 6 right now, like less than 6 hours until I turn 20. That's insane. That is insane. So yeah, I'm turning 20 today as this video is coming out, which is really cool. It's been a journey though. It really has. There's been a lot of ups and downs. I think looking back at last year was so weird. And I always tell people this, like 19 is like the forgotten birthday. It's like 18 big, you're an adult. 20, you're turning like, I guess like 20. That's pretty cool. You're not a teenager anymore. 21, another big one. I don't really need to explain the 18 and 21. So those are kind of self-explanatory. And then there's like 19. You're just like 19 years old. It's weird, man, because like there's so many talented people out there, man. Maybe not talented. So many big people. I won't call them successful. I won't call them talented. That's just my opinion. But there's so many people out there who are my age, even younger, that are like way bigger than I am at this point. And it just seems like, wow. It's just like, am I doing the wrong thing or am I doing the right thing, but it's just not the right time? So it's like, it's a weird dynamic, to say the least. It really is. It's a weird dynamic, like I was watching the TikTok versus YouTuber fights. I didn't watch it live. I watched it after the fact, but a big event. I wouldn't say it was big as it was promoted to be, but that's all right. We'll talk about that soon. But yeah, just it's weird because a lot of the people in there are like my age or even younger, especially on the TikTok side. The YouTube side was pretty, they got some age up there. So it was weird. But there's one thing that I've been waiting to do for 364 days. It's a big one. Remember Vine? Remember that thing? Remember that app? Short form. That was the beginning of short form content. 6-second clips. Imagine that, man. Imagine that. That's a big one. There's a car passing. I want to make sure this is the right moment because I only get one opportunity to do this. Okay? It's big. Remember Vine? Remember that one Vine? Remember that Jared guy? He says, "What up? My name's oh fuck, I messed it up." I vowed that I'd never curse on the podcast, but damn, that one, I messed that one up. Let me try that again. All right. What up? I'm Jared. I'm 19. I never learned. Fuck. God damn it. How do I keep messing this up? We're third time's the charm, okay? What up? I'm Jared. I'm 19, and I never learned how to fucking. Fuck. I'm so sorry, Mom. Mom, I know you're probably listening to this. Like, oh, you're cursing on your podcast. Sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. Let me get this 4 times a try. What up? I'm Jared. I'm 19, and I never fucking learned how to read. There we go. Goodness sakes. That took me 4 tries. I should have practiced it before, but like I said, I was recording for 7 hours. I even wrote it down. It's literally on my notes right here. A lot to talk about. We already talked about the brand new merch drop. Remember to cop. Head over to shop.spreadshirt.com/nationer. Link is going to be in the description of this video. And yeah, it's the 20th birthday special today. Maybe not today, but you understand what I'm saying. I was born on June 16th, 2001. Yeah, that's weird saying it like that. You usually say 20, like 10, but you don't say anything 20 unless it's before that. So it's kind of weird. I don't know why I said that. 2001. That's when I was born. June 16th, 2001. I was brought home on Father's Day. It's a great day, man. My dad, my mom. My mom was in, not cardiac arrest. She was in labor for like an extended period of time, like 24 hours, 23 hours, I think. We'll have her on the podcast soon to explain it, but yeah, big. I mean, that's huge. 23 hours, man. I listened to a song for 24 hours. I could only imagine my mom with me trying to get rid of me from inside her belly. Her belly. It's weird, man. It's weird. Birth is weird. You know what's weird? Monks. Like how do they literally meditate like everything out of them? It's weird. It's weird. I was also thinking while I was doing my 24-hour, not my 24-hour. Well, I was doing the video today. That like the title's going to have 24 hours in it. But I saw an ant. And the weirdest thing, you're never going to believe this. I saw an ant. And it was like, how do we, as life on this planet, this baffled me. How do we on life have so drastic sizes of living animals? Like, ants are tiny. They're like, you could probably fit like 10 ants, maybe like upwards to 8 on your fingernail. Maybe your thumb could probably fit 10. Your thumb. 10. 10 on your thumb. Like, that's tiny. We have blue whales that are like 18 million times bigger than ants. It's so insane. It is so insane. Like, imagine that. How do we imagine comparing an ant and a whale? You know how many ants it would take just to be the weight of a whale? It's going to be a lot. I know that. I don't know the specific number, but it's going to be a lot. That's huge, man. That is huge. That was one of the biggest baffling things while I was doing one of my challenges for 30 minutes. One of them was like, do something for 30 minutes. I'm not going to explain it because it's going to be in a video very soon. So, yeah, that was big. I'm going to take a sip of my water, so give me a sec. I almost spit water all over myself. I like barely missed my mouth. I like went to the bottom of my mouth thinking that was going to be like great. Bad move. She don't like that. Shout out little Dickie. Yeah. So yeah, basically this podcast, big birthday video, or not birthday video, big birthday podcast. Excited about that. I want to talk about the recent event on the TikTok, YouTube boxing match. What it was like growing up, especially for 20 years. It's weird. And just kind of what's happened over this past year. I had taken big roles in content creation, that is. It's big, man. It's big. I want to talk about some future guests. We're going to have a guest on this Friday. It's Wednesday right now. No, it's not. It's Tuesday. So in 3 days, we're going to have a guest, and then that video will be out Saturday. So that's going to be big. That's going to be tons of fun. I'm excited about that one. There's going to be a lot of guests. We got a lot of guests lined up. And I just want to tell you, some people that I've contacted, this is not a diss at anybody, but it is a lot harder than I like originally kind of thought, you know, like, and I think a lot of it was just kind of like the convincing of people, like convincing of the people who I would like on the podcast, you know, like I guess maybe the message that I send to them is kind of like, oh, like this is mainly more for social media, you know. But I want to get one of the people who kind of, I guess, started a lot of my content creation on. I've been trying to get him on. I messaged him yesterday. I would love to have him on. You know, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Not the end of the world. We're going to keep moving on with the podcast. Keep moving on with content creation. Tons of fun, man. I enjoy making content. And this is finals week as well. I want to talk about that. Graduating with my AA, my business administration AA. Big one, man. Big one. I mean, I guess like 80% of like any person, you walk around, like 4 out of 5 people have a business admin degree. It's like nothing special. It really isn't. Like, it really is not. It really is not. So shout out to anybody with a business degree. But you're going to get like 1 out of like 1,000 people with like the interior design, you know, like weird stuff, very niche based. One of my old teammates did interior design for like a semester, quarter. Didn't like it. Hey, it happens. Luckily, I didn't switch my degree. I kind of knew what I was doing from the jump. I knew since like sophomore year kind of what I wanted to do. I mentioned that kind of in a lot of my college essays. These weren't really made public, but in a lot of my college essays, I talked about like kind of like my path of finding like business as kind of like a degree. A lot of people, they do like a very niche for their major and then minor in like business. So it's like you have a fallback in that type of business aspect, but then your major is kind of like what you focus on in that business. So let's say it's film, and then you take, you know, business minor, major film. You'd say major film, minor business. And then you basically make like a film company, you know, and then you basically do it like that. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of just want maybe like kind of all in on the business. But it was fun. I mean, graduating, hopefully. I got finals this week. I got final tomorrow. Well, technically the day as this is coming out. And then one on Thursday, which I got to actually go to campus for. So that's big. That's all right, though. That is going to be all right. But DoorDash, man. DoorDash has been fun. Me and John kind of touched on this at the very end of the last podcast, episode 1 with John. So he was one of the people that actually kind of got me into DoorDash. I was talking to a girl that I met on Tinder. Now, you basically, okay, I don't want you to think that I use Tinder to actually like date people. I only use Tinder to actually promote a lot of my YouTube. So, like, basically, I actually have that, like, what up, I'm Jared, I'm 19, I never effing learned how to read. I actually use that as my bio. I used it, I think I still have it right now, but I also have, like, track. I think I took it out. 19, like, this is where I go to college, and then, like, my YouTube. I have my YouTube link in there, you know, so it's, like, a topic of conversation. You know, I put a lot of the photos of, like, the merch in there and some other photos that I posted. So, I use Tinder mainly for that. And just meeting new people. That's how I met Lily. We did a photo shoot last October. And yeah, that's how we met. She's a really dope girl. She's really funny. We made a video when was that? Last August? Yeah, that was last August. I came back from my road trip and recorded that. And then she was also in the song Let's Be Friends. She was the voice at the very beginning. So shout out to Lily. Lily's been in a lot of the content, and I don't know if she necessarily gets the credit for it all the time. I guess it's like a little Easter egg. Lily, me and Lily met on Tinder, so that was cool. Still really good friends. We still talk. But yeah, this one girl, I'm not gonna mention her name, but this one girl that I met on Tinder, she had done DoorDash. I don't know for how long, but she had done it, and there's kind of like different segments of the area that you can work in. So one of them's like Airway Heights, Spokane Valley, and then like Coeur d'Alene. And I work in the Spokane Valley one since I'm already here. And I think she worked in the Airway Heights one. And it kind of like, I guess, because Airway Heights and Spokane is so close, I guess you could kind of either work either or. So I think she would kind of bounce back and forth. Oh, yeah. So I don't know. But beyond that, she had done it. We were talking. And I was like, yeah, I've been just trying to find a way to make money because I want to do bigger videos, And once I started doing DoorDash, I did the tipping delivery drivers $100. I did, why am I having brain fart? I had, what was it? I was able to actually make this podcast because of that. And then I also did like the inverted vision challenge, like living upside down for 24 hours. That was a ton of fun. What else did I do? I feel like I haven't done so much, but I've done so much. Like my bank account's at like $20 right now. So it's like I spent all my money. I invested some of my money. I've also saved a bit of my money. So yeah, it's been a ton of fun, man. Nationers, it's been a ton of fun, It's something that I've enjoyed. I've been doing it for 7 months now. Oh, also that's I think it's more of like implicit stuff that doesn't really have like any physical value. I obviously like maybe not obviously, but I have some subscriptions in the universe of like Adobe, my Minecraft server, and then a few other things that are like mainly for YouTube. And then now that I'm actually like finally getting into making content, it's really starting to pay off because like, I mean, it was hard to make a lot of this. It was really hard to make a lot of this podcast room. Like the paint, I think I spent $106 on the paint. We still have like a half gallon left over. And then obviously getting the supplies for that too. And then some other things like the lights in here. This was a ton of money. The tiny photos don't cost as much, but the big photos cost a crap ton. They cost a ton. I think that photo right here cost $56 without tax and shipping. Yeah, that was a big bulk. It cost like double the frame. And then it was a pain to put in. It was a pain to put in. I could not do it. I could not. But hey, we made it. So yeah, that's where a lot of my money has gone to. Is just kind of like maybe not so explicit stuff, but a lot more implicit stuff, like like the things that I just said. And I'm so glad. Like this rug was like $60. It was $100, but look what we got, like 40% off. So that was dope. Yeah, man, it's just been a lot of money, I guess, like forked up that aren't so explicit, like I said. Oh man, I know where most of my money went. Most of my money went into the actual equipment for this podcast. I forgot this thing was like $800. It was like a deal. Like you could do 4 mics for $1,100, or you could do 2 mics for like $870. Like I think it was $869.99. And I was like, I think I only wanted to be 2. Like I think I had like $1,123 in my bank account at that time. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even think I had any cash. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude, I need to buy this. There's going to be a video coming out very soon with kind of like talking about that podcast. Maybe not talking, but like kind of explaining and going through the processes of like actually making this podcast, because it may seem easy, especially when I'm trying to say it, but like watching $800 go away, like it's like a snap of a finger, like Thanos literally just like dissipated your money. And it's just like all that money you worked up for. Like, I guess like normally average a week, I'd probably make like $250 from DoorDash, working 5 days a week for 2 hours each. Like that's not a whole lot of money, but it was like able to sustain my gas, the food that I bought, other things like my subscriptions. Usually like one of those weeks, that will usually pay for about like my gas for the month, and then all the subscription stuff. So basically 3 weeks out of the 4 that I work will basically pay our spending cash, or like stuff that I could do other than just like spend it. And then the other week is just basically it basically negates everything else. So, and it may not happen instantaneously because things happen at different times, but that's typically how it runs. So yeah, this just happens to be like a low week because like the 10th to like the 15th is like the time when all my subscriptions go through. And then that's when I watch my bank account just deplete for a bit. And being a business major, I think I should be smarter with my subscriptions, but all of them are like very good subscriptions. So that's like a good thing. Other than that, I'm going to take like half my headphone off because during today, one of the things involved water, and I'm not quite sure if I ruptured my eardrum, but it hurts. It hurts. And it like kind of hurts to hear in it. I don't really know. It's kind of like iffy. So yeah, it's yeah. Before it was fine, but then after I did it, I was like, kind of tough. So that was a big no. A lot of cars running these days, man. A lot of cars. It's 15th of June. What are you guys doing? Tuesday. I'm going to go grab a pizza today as well. Also, when I have like $63 in my bank account. Well, it was for the video. I'll explain that. It was for the video, okay? It was for the video. Other than that, Nationers, we're already around 25-ish minutes into this podcast, which is dope. I'm going to be probably making this like an hour long. I want to talk about the TikTok versus YouTuber events. We talked about it in John's podcast. I always say that I talked about it in John's podcast because it's the only other podcast episode that we have out. So yeah, good event. Maybe, I don't really know. It had a lot of speculation on even if it was going to happen. That was like a big thing. And luckily, we were so graciously able to watch it, which was nice. TikTok kind of like, not TikTok the company, but the parent company that kind of runs it, Byte, B-Y-T-E. They had kind of put like, it was weird because like a week before the event, like 2 Wednesdays ago, they're like, you're using our name. Why are you using our name? It was weird. And then like cease and desist, like obviously didn't go through, or they must have got something figured out. But yeah, Byte was not having it, that they were profiting off the TikTok brand. It was weird. It was really weird. And it was really surprising to me that YouTube didn't step in because of the name of the event. You know, like Byte, aka TikTok in this case, said like, our name. And then YouTube's like, don't care. So it was really weird. It was a really weird dynamic. And it was like, come on. Like, I would have thought YouTube would have been the one that said, nah. Shout out YouTube, though. We love you. But it was weird. It was a weird dynamic. Taking a sip of my water. Very thirsty. It's been a long day. It was kind of, the weather today has kind of been off and on. So that's I guess maybe that has a play in it. But yeah. So there was 7 fights. 07, baby. That's what we do. That lucky number 7. My mom's home. Hello, mother. So yeah, 7 fights. There was 2 with headgear, kind of like wrestling headgear. If you've ever been to a wrestling match, they kind of have like a chin strap. It's like a triangle. It's like a boomerang. It's like one goes over your head, one goes behind your head, and then one goes like under your chin. And that's kind of like the headgear that you wear. So that's a big one. That was 2 fights. That was the Ryan Johnson versus Kale Siraj, and then Landon McBroom versus Ben Azalart. I'm pretty sure Landon McBroom is Austin McBroom's brother, or somehow they're related, because nobody has the last name McBroom. So I'm willing to bet that they're related. But yeah, so Landon and Ryan are YouTubers, and they both won. So Ryan beat Kale, and then Landon beat Ben, simultaneously. Maybe not simultaneously. What does that mean? Ryan and Kale were the first match, and then Landon and Ben were the second match. We'll say that. And then kind of the more exciting non-headgear. I think they had 12-ounce gloves, which was kind of interesting. It's weird that I'm talking about boxing. I'm not going to talk about anything technical. I'm just kind of talking an overview of it. But FaZe Jarvis versus Michael Lee. Michael Lee's I mean, I don't know what all these TikTokers do, but Michael Lee, I definitely know he's a dancer. FaZe Jarvis, part of the FaZe clan. Pretty well-known name. He was in a bit of some hot water last year, maybe the year before, late 2019, early 2020, with some hacking problems, man. Not super-duper big, but like, I mean, it's very understandable. FaZe Jarvis versus Michael Lee. FaZe Jarvis in the second round, big KO on Michael Lee. Big KO. Big, big, big. Just overhand right. Bam. Smacked him, bro. Oh, got him cold. It was cold-blooded. FaZe Jarvis had that hair back, cornrowed down. It might have not been cornrowed. I don't know what the proper hairstyle is. He had it braided backwards. I know that. Big knockout. Great fight. Starting off the more violent fights. And then DDG versus Nate Wyatt. That was, to say the least, a boring fight. DDG definitely was the better boxer. Nate Wyatt decided to hug him like 18,000 times. At least what I watched from the fight. So that was DDG's win there. So YouTube's been up 4-0 right now. And then Vinny Hacker versus Deji. Deji's KSI's little brother. And yeah, Vinny Hacker, 18 years old. This was what I was talking about with the 18-year-olds. Like, these people are fighting. They're fighting. It's weird. They're fighting. I'm here making a podcast. Like that. What does that do? Like what? That's just weird, man. That's weird. Like they're throwing it back, putting makeup on. My mom's coming up, I'm pretty sure. And then yeah, so that was a Vinny Hacker's fight. I don't know what that was called. Maybe a TKO. And then a Nissan Gibb versus Taylor Holder. A Nissan Gibb won this one. This was the most controversial one. We'll come back to that one, but great fight. That was one of my favorites. Pretty sure my mom's taking a shower. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's taking a shower. And then Austin McBroom versus Bryce Hall. That was also a really, really good one. Austin McBroom laying down the hands in the third round. Bryce Hall, the 40-0 fighter, street fighter. I guess maybe when he was talking about 40-0 in street fights, he was talking about like the game, like Street Fighter. Maybe he's 40-0 in that game. Didn't really parlay into boxing because that was like a zebra versus a lion right there. That was devastating from Bryce. It was weird. A lot of people are getting these like shaved buzz type cuts, like they're going to the military. It's weird. Taylor Holder came in with that hairstyle. Weird, man. And it's also super weird. This is the funniest part because I rock my hair pretty naturally. I don't style it at all. I just kind of have it going. Weird that like these TikTokers who kind of have like a little droopier kind of like hair that they stylize or kind of like maybe slightly perm, have some like waves, maybe not waves like oh, you can't hear me, AirPods and stuff, waves, but like kind of like wavier hair, like skater hair. When they're sweating and they are like in the boxing ring and they're fighting and they're like dripping in their own sweat, oh man, I don't know how they have any followers. Maybe that's why they style it, because man, their hair is mad. Michael Lee, I didn't even recognize him until I like looked him up afterwards. And I was like, oh my God, it's that dude? I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't even realize it. And then, yeah, Bryce Hall, man, look mad with his hair down like that. I was like, oh my God. I hope Addison never woke up next to that. Jesus. That was tough. That was tough for Bryce. I love at the end in his post game, he's like, I'm not a fighter. I've never claimed to be a fighter. That was the funniest part, man. That's the funniest part. That got memed the heck out of, especially with a lot of these punches, especially with his forehead, man. I thought I had a big forehead. John thought he had a big forehead. Bryce Hall's got a big forehead, man. Didn't know that man even had a head. That's how Austin McBroom punched it. But yeah, that's I don't think he still has a head. I think it's decapitated now. I think he's done for. Haven't heard from him since. I don't think he's posted on TikTok at all. So yeah, I would have loved to see like some female YouTuber versus TikToker fights. I think that would have been really cool. Obviously these are all guys, so I'd love to see some girls in the mix there. Maybe if they run like a TikTok versus YouTube too, that would be really cool. That's just my take. Yeah, it was weird. Some of the performances were really weird. They had Trippie Redd, DJ Khaled. That was funny. That was real funny. That was mad funny. They had another girl who I have no idea who she is, performed. Apparently she's athletic with chickens. Yeah, weird stuff. Weird performances. Trippie Redd doing Trippie Redd stuff. DJ Khaled trying to hype up a crowd that's non-existent and about as old as like chicken. I have no idea. Yeah, so the audience was, oh man, they were weird. It It was weird. It's a weird dynamic because I think DJ Khaled came on like a bit too early that like nobody was really at the fight. And then when you're trying to hype up a crowd that's like only there just because they have to be there or showed up early, it just not a good mix. It's like trying to give a high five, but like they give like a fist bump. It's like it's really bad. Or it's like a handshake fist bump. No, it's definitely more like a handshake fist bump. It's like somebody went in for a handshake. And then, like, DJ Khaled went for a fist bump, and they went for a handshake. That's what it's like. It was tough, man. It was tough to actually watch. And especially, like when people edit it and make it seem like it was worse than it actually was, just makes it 10 times funnier. That was a ton of fun. Not to mention the commentary, man. I probably could have commentated that. Shout out Fusi. Not even shout out. I'm going to take back that shout out. Shout out. Dang it. It's like me trying to say the meme again. Yeah, we had FusiTube and Keemstar. I'm surprised Keemstar is still kind of active. I'm not a big Keem fan. Never really was. Obviously, he's kind of got a big name to himself, big presence, but man's like 36. It's like LeBron James trying to like bully like people who are his son's age. It just doesn't really make much sense. So it's a weird thing. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Hopefully, I never have Keemstar at one of my events. I'll ban him from it. I'll blacklist him. Shout out Keem. Put me on drama alert, man. Whatever you want to do. Pretty sure my sister's home now. Game just got done. And then, FusiTube, who actually fought. He actually fought Slim. I don't know who the Slim guy is. I'm only knowing it based on what I've heard. He fought Slim, dude. He basically looked like Bryce Hall, but like... It basically looked like Bryce Hall, but before Bryce Hall was Bryce Hall in the boxing ring. So that was interesting. That was very interesting. So that was kind of the commentary, but it's weird because it's like they both know nothing about boxing. Well, at least FusiTube knows a bit, but like, yeah, Keem, I don't know. He just knows how to talk some crap, talk some smack. So yeah, weird stuff. Weird event, but I guess it was all right. You know, they got some money, but it's hard. It's hard. Caitlin, come here. Yeah, but it was weird. It's just weird just because it's like you have 7 people. So I don't know like what that purse is looking like, for them. It's weird. But beyond that, I'm 20 years old as of this video coming out. I'm technically 19, so I don't even know if I can really talk to this in full extent. So it's weird to kind of do, but yeah, me being 20 years old is an interesting dynamic because it's like I'm on to the next, like, quote-unquote chapter. It's weird because, like, when you're 18, you're kind of like, now you're an adult. Like, I guess you kind of get your footing in the world because you're out of high school and maybe going to college or going straight into a job or the military or playing video games. I don't know. Whatever really your style is. So you're kind of fighting your footing. Caitlin, I'm up in the podcast room. Come here. But yeah. I mean, I took my 2 years at a community college, so yeah, Caitlin, come on in. Come on in. I'm recording an episode. Would you care to join?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Caitlin's here, everybody. Give a round of applause.
There's food for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. No free advertisement to Dairy Queen.
Hello.
Hold on, let me turn your mic on.
Hello.
Hey, Caitlin, what's up?
It's
out of breath. You just finished
because I went downstairs and I ran up. I'm like, Jared,
where's Jared? Everybody, hello. This is my sister, Caitlin. She's not 20 years old like I am. I'm technically 19 still, but when this video is coming out, I'm 20, so pretty cool. What's it like to be 15, Caitlin? Your birthday was 3 months ago.
It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, you're
but
like
I
in
forget I'm 15.
I know. Like, it's like when you change the year. Like when it's 2020 to 21, you keep putting 2020.
Oh, in my math dates, in my worksheets, I put a random date that just comes to mind. I'll put 3/17/2005.
I usually put the due date.
Ooh.
And that's usually what I put.
Yeah, 2005 is the due date.
Yeah, 2005. Yeah, before you were even born.
Oh my God, you put.
What? What's going on?
I don't know.
How was your basketball game?
I can't look at you. Your beard's not there.
Oh, yeah.
You look bad.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's weird because I grew it out for like a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah, and you look good with a beard. Not
really?
Yeah, I don't like the shit.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it short. What?
Oh, I thought it was raining.
I don't like it like short, but like I don't like it super duper long.
Yeah.
It's just not full. Like it's just not full yet.
Yeah.
So it's
What's it called? Our basketball, we lost, but
yeah against West Valley.
Yep.
Our rivals.
but we did. I think I did fine. I had 2 turnovers. We had a
Okay.
lot of turnovers. We had 10 turnovers in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's got to be a record somewhere
We had more turnovers than points
in the first quarter.
No, in the first half. We had 18 points.
Wow.
We were so close too. We were 7 points, and then we just went downhill.
Like had like a surge or stay
Yes,
even.
we just went down.
What was the final score?
Maybe 60 or 70.
To like 50, 48-ish.
I don't know. I
Around
didn't
there?
look at it.
Oh.
I don't look at the
How
score.
many points you score though?
None.
You say that with pride though.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
I just did defense because Angel, our assistant coach, told me just to work hard on defense, and that's all that I need to do.
Be mom on defense.
But
Yeah.
my right shoulder was killing me today.
Yeah. My right shoulder was killing me today from the.
What's it called? What's it called?
It hurt. Do we have another guest? Oh, hello, Mom.
Well, hello.
We're recording a podcast. We're like 40 minutes in.
Oh, okay.
Mom's like a door-to-door salesman
Okay,
right now.
I gotta eat dinner now.
Oh, yeah.
We have.
Can I be next?
Yeah, sure. Watch out. Watch out. We're swapping out guests like it's nothing.
Okay.
Everyone welcome, say goodbye to my sister and welcome my mother.
Well, hello.
Episode 2. Why are you looking down the cameras right there,
Oh.
Mom? Episode 2, Mom. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
We're
Thank you for having
this
me.
is the birthday special.
Oh, happy birthday tomorrow.
I know, it's exciting.
The big
Exci-
2-0.
You want a big 2-0?
2-0. 20 years ago.
Yeah, 23 hours in labor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About that time.
Yeah, it's
That's nuts.
weird.
I know. In Kirkland, Washington.
yeah. Evergreen Hospital, baby.
Yeah.
I was born in the same hospital as Cole and Dylan Sprouse.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not know
Except
that.
they're way more successful than I am.
Well, one of them is. I don't know about the
No,
other.
both they were on TV, Mom. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Oh, those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, they're way successful.
Okay.
They're pretty successful, Mom.
Yeah, well, I think
I'm
one of
here.
them-
You never put me in any acting classes.
No,
You could have put me on
didn't.
Disney 101.
I could have.
You
but
coulda-
at-
you
but
coulda.
At that time, I wasn't watching Disney.
No.
No. And then I think one of them is on Riverdale.
Yeah, one of them's on Riverdale. That's
On-
Cole. That's Cole Sprouse.
Yeah, and
The one that I favor Dylan over Cole.
and why is that?
It's not no rhyme or reason. I just like Dylan more. I don't know.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have no clue.
You can come closer to the mic. We learned this last time with John.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I typically put my hand like under here so it seems
Okay.
like it's closer,
Oh,
and then it just leans more towards you.
well,
You know.
look at that.
You learn some tricks when you watch podcasts a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you
So,
didn't
but
put so you didn't put me in Disney Channel?
No,
No,
I
you didn't put me voice acting, like being like a child in like a show.
No, because they weren't advertising anything like that.
Well, plus we live in Spokane. It's like the most boring place at that time, you know?
Yeah.
It's stuff we livened up over the last like 15 years, 10 years,
yeah.
maybe 5 years.
When
Yeah.
I
you
first
know.
moved here, I didn't like it. Yeah.
I mean,
'cause
saying you lived up in the Garland area, so.
at the Garland. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
but coming from Seattle area.
I mean, yeah, it's very busy and this is
busy. There was always something to do. And then
like
coming
sit in
over-
traffic.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
hour and 50 minutes one way from work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like 2 miles.
And now it's
Worse. Now it's nothing.
Now it's nothing from here.
You probably
to
sit like maybe like 10 minutes in
10
traffic.
minutes in traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
It's
too
not
bad.
that bad.
It's pretty good. Pretty good here.
But now I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But when I'm over there in Seattle, I'm a road rager.
I mean,
I speed. I don't care who you are. I just go.
You just
I don't care. Move out of my way.
You sound
Boop,
like
boop,
Kim
boop.
Kardashian right now, Mom.
Oh, well.
I mean, you
don't
did
have
the
the
season.
money.
The scene that just ended.
It
It
totally
just ended.
I know. I
I
still got to
know.
see it.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
No. And then I got to catch up on my Young and the Restless.
Yeah, your soap operas.
Oh, of
Did you get into the
course.
soap operas because your mom or your dad?
No. It was just, I think it was my mom.
Really?
Yeah. Mom used to watch Days of Our Lives.
Oh, gotcha.
So then after that,
Yeah, then you kind of picked up
I
on it.
picked up.
But
yeah.
your dad,
He
grandpa,
watches the Gordo and the Flaca.
yeah, he used to watch like talk shows or like not talk shows, but like the Oprah Winfrey show, but like for like Hispanics.
Hispanics.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And
Latinos.
then now, the Latinos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But-
where I get that from my mom.
Yeah, the Latino.
Yeah.
Gotta roll those R's.
Toro.
Yeah, toro. No, I call him cha-cha. Oh, so
Yeah.
what else are you doing today besides the broadcast? You're not door dashing?
No, not today. I DoorDashed yesterday because I knew we might miss Wednesday
Oh,
because of my
God.
birthday.
Oh, right.
So I kind of thought ahead.
And you still want to go to dinner.
Yeah, Vesqueros.
Do we have to do reservations?
No, they're usually pretty open.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know because I always DoorDash there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's always pretty, especially on the weekdays. Weekends it can be a little bit more busy, but
Wow,
but it's
this is-
Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah,
So now with us doing the podcast,
yeah.
are we like totally live?
We're like live. I've been going for about 45 minutes talking to myself until you guys got home. I talked about a lot of stuff.
Okay.
It's been a good conversation. I wasn't waiting until you guys got home, but you guys
Yeah,
got
yeah,
home,
yeah.
and so yeah, it's gonna be
Wow.
like an hour episode.
Yeah, well, they, let's see. They did pretty good.
Yeah, the game.
Yeah, the game, but
Yeah.
the West Valley, of course.
Yeah, they're
You
pretty
know,
good. Yeah, they're pretty good basketball
then-
players.
Yeah.
Pretty
and then
good.
tomorrow they have a game.
Against.
I have no clue.
Okay, so they don't know quite yet. Because it's like a
No.
bracket type thing. If you win, you kind of play that team, and if you lose,
Right,
you
but
have
they're
potential
go-
to play another
Yeah,
team.
and I guess they're going to Clarkston.
West Valley.
Yes.
Yeah,
And then
they're gonna get the butts whooped.
yeah.
Yeah, Clarkston. Just for perspective, this is high school,
Correct.
right? This is high school. My sister's a freshman. She's still learning the ropes of basketball. The Clarkston Bantam scored like 80 points to like our 18 points in high school basketball.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a big loss, but yeah,
Wow.
that's how good they are.
Well, they got something coming. So however, I don't know who they're playing tomorrow.
Caitlin said there was a possibility to play Shadle.
Didn't they win Shadle?
I don't know.
I
I think
think
that was
they-
the thing. I think if Shadle won, then they play the loser of West Valley, East Valley type thing. It was something like that.
So if they do, they did win.
Shadle.
They won Shadle.
Like East Valley beat Shadle?
East Valley.
Yeah, well, that was
at-
before. So
Right.
it wouldn't matter now because it's the playoffs. It's like a
Right.
2-game playoff. Kind of like the
Yeah.
play-in in the NBA.
Right. Oh
You're-
God, well, I'm missing the NBA.
You're missing it, Mom. I'll look up the
Damn.
scores. Keep talking.
Sabonis.
Sabonis. Yeah. The Montes Sabonis, Mom.
Yeah, my Sabonis didn't
I know.
make it.
I know. Well, they did do pretty well against Charlotte.
Yeah, they did.
Then they didn't
And
do so hot against the
then-
Wizards.
No.
No.
And what about a Rondo?
Rondo. Rondo. Yeah. He's still in.
He's
Playing
I
for the
know.
Clippers. Yeah, they're
And
2-2
then,
right now.
Luka.
Luka Doncic.
Yep, and you got the Joker.
The Joker. Nikola Jokic,
Yes,
the
but
MVP.
Yes, but he got in trouble and he got evicted from the
Evicted
game.
from the Big Brother house.
He got evicted. He's done at that game.
I know. Oh,
got
yeah, he got
ev-
ejected.
he
got
got
ejected, not
ejected.
evicted. He's
Not
still on the
evicted.
team.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not an escrow.
Yeah, that's true. It's not Big Brother yet. Not until July 7th.
Nikola Jokic,
Yep,
you've
the
been
Joker.
evicted from the Big Brother
You've
house.
been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Yeah, the Nets and Bucks are playing currently. Do you want to guess the score at the
Okay, let's
it's
see.
almost the end of the third?
End of the third. Okay, so you said the what?
Nets and the Bucks.
So the Bucks are probably ahead. Maybe I say 112 over. I don't know, 101.
No, it's 79-74 Nets.
That's it.
Yes.
That's such a low score.
No, KD's got 22. James
Oh.
Harden's having a slump day. He's only made
But
one field goal.
Oh, dang it.
I know. It's the third. He's going to go alive in the fourth, though. Trust me. Bringing
Yeah.
it back, Mom.
He's going to bring it back, you
Yeah,
think?
maybe not throw it back like those TikTokers.
No.
We were
not
talking
that.
about that.
Oh, you were talking about the
Yeah,
TikTok
the
throwback?
TikToker versus YouTube event.
Oh, you were.
I was,
Oh,
yeah.
you was. Oh,
Yeah.
You was. You
Yeah, I was. I were.
Were.
I where?
Were.
I was.
Rondo.
Yeah. It's been fun though. I had recorded like all the day, so
All today?
yeah, since like 11 I woke up at like 10.
Did you shave?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, that was a part of the thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, Rondo.
Yeah, that was kind of a part of the video. That was like the very first thing that I did.
Mm-hmm.
So then when Caitlin got home, she was like, yeah, and then she mentioned it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a pizza as well, part of that video.
Oh, so that's why there's pizza.
In the microwave, yeah.
Oh, Dad's eating some.
Okay.
But then you looks like you made chicken curry.
Yeah, I did because that was also part of the video.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How much
So I have
food?
that on the side. I made a lot of food. I also ate a lot of food.
Evidently.
I ate some very spicy food as well.
Holy moly.
I'm very full. I didn't realize how much. I didn't realize how many things that were on there were food based.
Oh my God.
My
That's crazy. So who's going to be your next guest?
yeah. Speaking of that,
Okay.
I was wanting to talk about the guest on here.
Are we getting a Gonzaga player? Come on. Gotta get.
That's what John had mentioned. I mean, that's
Hachimura?
it doesn't work as fast as you think.
Okay,
You know,
what about Adam?
they kind of got to be in town
Oh,
for that
okay,
to
they gotta
happen.
be
You
in
know, so
town.
it's like I'm not gonna fly them out. Talking about how low my bank account looks after this video, after setting up all this podcast as well. But yeah, so I guess future guests. There was a few that reached out.
Right.
We have 2 recordings next week. With guests. We're gonna record Monday and Tuesday for those.
Right on.
And then this Friday we have a guest as well. You
Nice.
you know next Tuesdays. You don't know the other 2 though.
No.
You don't even know who they
You're
are.
going to get Rondo.
Rajon Rondo while he's still in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just fly him out.
I'm gonna be looking up like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty tall. Maybe I could get Boban.
Oh, Chihuahua.
Boban Madanovic, big hands. He's gonna be gripping
He
the
gonna be
he's gonna
Lurch.
Lurch, yeah.
He's
Lurch.
a Lurch.
Lurch, yeah.
I call him Lurch.
Yeah, so I talked to Casey. He's got his mission stuff this Friday at his papers on where he's going.
Where he's going for the mission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this Friday at 7.
Okay.
So that's
fun.
yeah. Well, you're invited as well.
All right.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Friday at 7. William, we're gonna get him on.
Okay.
We talked about it.
Okay.
It just when finding a schedule for him.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he still skiing?
Semi still skiing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Chase question mark up in air.
Mhm.
This is kind of what I was talking about earlier in this podcast of like just kind of like the guests of
Oh, okay.
like some people like who I've definitely reached out towards, but like
Mhm.
it's kind of like convincing them like this is just like a conversation, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's
Laid
like
back conversation.
yeah.
Kind of see how things go.
yeah, it's kind of like a podcast talk show. I
Okay.
don't really know.
Right on.
Yeah, it's just kind of like that.
The
Not really-
Luka conversation.
Not really like an interview. It's not really an interview, but it's
No.
kind of just like learning more about them.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chase and James kind of like a question mark towards them.
Oh, okay.
This Friday, Bloda Fluma.
I don't know that
No,
person.
no, you might have seen him if you've ever shopped at Just Sports, but or Lids like in the past like year. He doesn't work there anymore, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about that during the
Okay.
podcast.
Nice.
Tiffany Abrams. This is the one you never met her.
Mm-mm.
She's like a pageant girl.
Okay.
She works over at Blissful Blends in Spokane. She's a barista now.
Oh, nice.
She goes to Gonzaga.
Yeah, the Zach.
Yeah, I met her through Jack, and then I gave her one of Casey's jerseys for like they were going to a Chiefs game. Her and like
Oh.
her boyfriend at the time, they were going to a Chiefs game,
Mhm.
and then she's like, oh, do you have like a jersey? I was like, does anyone? I think she posted on her story like, does anyone have a jersey? I'm like, I know somebody that does.
Right.
I'll get it from him and then give it to her, and then she got sick that day and then never went.
Oh, no. So,
But yeah,
okay, so
and
that's
Chris,
good.
Chris knows her. Chris has known her forever.
Chris.
Wooly.
Oh, my
Yeah.
brother-in-law, your
Yeah.
uncle. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
nice.
yeah. Because her and her mom, Natsuko. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably butchering. I know it's either that or her name's completely different.
Oh, okay.
I forget her name.
Gotcha.
I've only seen like twice.
So that's pretty good. At least you're getting some guests coming. You know,
Yeah.
Maybe we can get some players, the Zags. We can get and maybe Adam
Addison Rae? Oh, sorry.
Morrison. Addison Rae, that singer. Oh my God,
Singer?
is she a singer?
You know her as a singer, Mom.
Who?
That's like saying you know Madonna for like perfume.
Oh, well, who's that girl?
TikToker?
Oh, that girl. Okay.
Who else
I
is
was
Addison
like,
Rae?
I was trying to remember. Okay, yeah, I see her on TikTok. She's not. I don't follow her though.
I don't think I do either.
I follow that one girl, Kelly, that dances all the time.
Mom, you realize like every TikToker dances all the time.
It's the blonde girl. It's a little blonde girl.
Jojo Siwa? Like
Yeah, I follow her too. No, it's that one blonde Kelly. You follow her too. You follow her too.
long girl.
She's really oh man.
Juliana Huff?
No, she always wears no, I follow her too. No, she wears like these bell-bottom pants. I don't have my phone with me.
I couldn't tell you.
You go, "Oh yeah, I follow her." And she's really cute, really petite, and she wears a lot of sweats. They're colorful sweats.
So Addison Rae.
No, not her. I would know her. This one I have to look on my
Charlie D'Amelio?
No, I don't. No, I don't follow her either.
I don't follow her either.
No.
She's not my crowd.
Nah, I don't follow her.
Too young.
How about I have to look on my TikTok. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean you probably follow like 500 people on TikTok.
Yeah. And then A Hood. I follow him.
You follow Twitch?
Twitch I follow,
Yeah.
and his wife Allison.
We found them through Ellen DeGeneres' show.
Yes.
Twitch. Well,
Twitch.
he was. Well, no, he was on Dancing with the Stars.
No.
Yes, he was.
He was, but he started. So you think you can dance? He won that series.
Oh, what did I say?
Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, sorry. Yes. It was So You Think You Can Dance. I knew that, but I messed up the shows.
And then
Then he went on to Ellen.
Ellen as the DJ.
Yeah.
And then
Did he worm his way onto Dancing with? No, he didn't.
No, but
No.
Allison, I think I think she was on So You Think It Can Dance, but she was on Dancing with the Stars, I think. I don't know. But anyway, that's where he started because he won that whole thing. And that's how he
Yeah. Season
Twitch.
4.
Maybe. I don't know.
Pretty positive.
But you know what? I think I'm going to cut this short because I'm hungry.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost
Yeah.
been about an hour.
Already?
Yeah, it's been 56-ish minutes.
Ooh,
It says 57 on there, but, you know, it happens.
Wow.
But yeah, I got a lot of
Okay.
videos coming out.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to purchase some merchandise. That's right.
Yeah, you
I
got to
want my
purchase some merch. Remember to shop.spreadshirt.com/nationer.
Yeah.
Buy yourself one of these crew necks if you want to rock what I'm rocking. My mom's not wearing it right now. She's just she's braless and whatnot.
Oh my God! I'm on video.
Yeah. Did you just realize that?
And you had to say that over the phone.
Over the phone? I mean,
oh my God.
Mom, this is a place that we're open.
Well, evidently.
Yeah, we're pretty comfortable with a lot of things.
Well,
You're pretty comfortable with a lot of things.
I guess.
Yeah.
Now I am.
I mean, you basically came on here braless and.
Oh my God! No, I have a shirt on.
You have a shirt. Oh, Mom,
I have
they can
a
see you have a shirt on.
And I have shorts.
Well, yes, you're not nude, Mom.
No. It says I work all day and have to wear it all day.
Yeah, might as well.
Might as
Do
well
what you
just
do.
kind of just let
Get
them
home.
free.
Let 'em- yeah.
Let the girls be free. So, yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm going to go eat and finish your recording.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back again. Who knows? I might do some rondo.
Some lurch.
Some lurch.
Some Buddha.
And Buddha.
Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yep.
All
Alrighty.
right. Adios. Peace
Remember to take off the
out.
headphones before
Oh,
you.
yeah, that's right. I got
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to wrap up this video after my mother leaves. But, yeah. Thank you guys again so much for listening and viewing the Realist Podcast. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for listening again. Remember to shop.spreadshirt.com/nationer. Go there, link in the description, and buy yourself some of the best quality of merch. Great, inexpensive price. Crew necks, hoodies, shirts. The bucket hats are still out of stock as of like 2 days ago. Hopefully they're back in. Beanies, hats, tank tops. Workout clothes, great stuff, great quality. We even have like tote bags too. So if you guys are, even just want to carry some stuff too without basically wearing it, yeah, rock the nation. You know what I'm saying? Just giving people the confidence to do the things that they want to do in life. Become a nation today by hitting that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.